Welcome, everybody, to Railbirds TV and the 2024 Derby City Classic. This is the Bank Pool Division. This is round 7. As you see on your screen, we've got the great Tony Chohan versus the greater Skyler Woodward. I am your host, Scott Frost, a.k.a. The Freezer. As I stated, this is the Bank Pool Division. They will lag for the break, although they flipped. It'll be winner break from there. The first to make any 5, and that makes any 5 clean banks, will win the game. Scratch, you'll owe 1 or lose a ball. There's no kicks, combinations, or caroms allowed, and you better call your pocket. I would probably venture to say that this is a pretty close match. It's a race to 3, like I said, winner break. So you got to give the edge to the man at the table until now, because it's a dry break. Can Skyler cross-side the yellow? That's what he's going to do. Coming right at us, the 1 in the lower middle. Does he have to cross it? Yeah, he's going to catch it heavy with a tip of left. Yeah, very good, Mr. Woodward. Quickly on the board. Playing for 4. He's got options. He can play the 2. He can play the 6. Might even be able to play the 8. 8 looks like it has the smallest pocket. Now he's looking at the 6. Right back at us. Oh, he's overhit it. Caught it a little too heavy there. Chohan wide open on the blue 2. This is his bread and butter. Straight in the guts. Playing for 4. He's got the 8 cross side. Might be able to get to the 7. I don't believe so by his body language. He's not thrilled with the 8 either. You've got to plate overcut this because he's going to hit it with speed, and it will shorten up. Is he going to the 7? That looks tight to me. All right, he's going to go forward. You still got to plate overcut this a fraction. Yeah, well done. Did he land in that funny spot? I think he can get to the 7 now. Playing for 3. Coming back at us in the lower middle pocket. Playing for 2. Is he cut off by the purple? I think he'd like to bank the 3 cross side, or at least twice. Maybe he could play it twice and leave him on the bottom rail. Yeah, I don't know if that ball went. It was close. Obviously, if he played it, he thought it went. Pretty good at table by Chohan. And Woodward evaluating. And elevating. Just a little. 6 straight back. Too thick. Not going to work. Chohan with options. He can play the 6 cross corner, but that's not free. He can play the 3 straight back. It's more free. Cue ball. Probably stop right there or come backwards a little. Nicely done. Just in case, stuck him to the top rail. Yeah, a little bit of a gamble. He's going to leave the 6 if he doesn't make this. He's going to play the 4 in the lower right. Straight back. Oh, the speed is really nice. I think it's just short. Yeah, he always knew he was going to leave the 6, but I think the payoff was obviously worth it there. He's going to win the game if he makes it. If he hangs it up, life is tough for Woodward. Skyler needs them all. That's a good start. His reaction, you wanted to catch the 5 there. Straight back. Is the kiss not available? I guess he can miss this kiss. Oh, yeah. How's this going to finish? Wow. Took a little nosedive there. It looked like that ball was going to track in. Not thrilled about that. I can't blame him. Hit it well to avoid that kiss. I can't tell if he's got to go to the lower right or if he can go to the top right here. Yeah, too close to the rail to go back where he was standing. Is he looking at the 4 past the 5 in the top left? He is, and I do believe it's got a whole pocket. I think the kiss is definitely missable. Oh, he's just overcut it. Yeah, that ball was most likely playable. Just caught it too thin. Chohan with an opportunity to take game number 1. And he's not going to miss many of those, especially on 4.5-inch pockets with new cloth. Chohan leading 1-0. I want to thank Bad Boys Billiard Productions very much for their partnership and cooperation in this stream. Yeah, so you can't leave Chohan any of those type of cross corners. We are playing on 9-foot diamond tables, 860 Simonis cloth, tournament blue. They are 4.5-inch pockets. That's by design. It's a little bit of an equalizer. Really makes this tournament fun. Came up dry last time. Is he going to make an adjustment? Well, he's got 1, 2, 3 down. Is he going to get a shot? Well, that's kind of chilly. Everything's landed a little awkward. He's going to play the 4 past the 5 to the top left. Just tuck over towards the 9, I think. Oh, he's drawn back. Yeah, I thought that was really risky, drawing back. I felt like it only had a part of the pocket to go, and if you don't make it, you're going to leave Woodward something coming out to the middle of the table like that. Maybe a little bit of a mental error there by Tony. I thought he would just play at pocket speed and kind of punch over towards the 9, where if it doesn't go, he knows he's pretty much safe. Instead, he's left Woodward in a pretty good position. Cross corner 8. He can play this with a high inside or high outside ball. I think he wants to use an inside ball to avoid contact with the 5. And he's going to use a high outside ball. It makes the pocket bigger. But he's just caught it way too thick again. Chohan going cross side. No problemo. He's got the 3 cross corner if he'd like it. I think that's pretty straightforward. He can punch forward. Play the 8 or 5 next if he'd like. Okay, he had to cross the face of that ball. He caught it too thick as well. These guys are catching the ball a little heavy. It's kind of surprising to me. I didn't expect that to take place the last couple innings. Woodward going to the top middle with the 6. Well done there. Followed it forward. He's going to play the purple to the top middle. Might just crash right into the 2 and 7. He has. Did he come away with anything? Well, he's got the blue. Playing for 3. Short. A little quick in the backswing, just a fraction maybe. And he hit it pretty hard. He wanted to draw it back, obviously, for the 7, I believe, or the 5. So anytime you use that speed, you're going to lose accuracy a little bit, and the ball's going to shorten up. Chohan coming straight back on the blue, too. Pretty good. Pretty good. 2 rails to the top left or 1 rail to the lower left. Looks like he's going 1. Just don't want to catch this too thick. And he caught it a little thick. That's the only way you can really miss that. Like coming across the heavy side of it. Woodward coming straight back with the 5. He does play this shot really well. He's a center ball punch player. He's got a lot of accuracy that way. But once again, caught it too heavy, and the 5. Well, it's going to stop in front of the middle. A little fortunate for Skyler. Tony playing the 8, straight back. Nice hit, playing for 2 now. Can he play the 1 cross corner and go into the 3? Is he going to draw out of it? Yeah, he drew out of it. I thought you could use the 3 to stop the cue ball and avoid the kiss. Instead, he tried to draw out of it where the kiss was inevitable. Looks pretty good. Center cup. Both players playing for 2. Tricky here. Definitely tricky. I don't think the 4-rail angle is really there to get rid of the cue ball on the 3. So he's looking at the 2-railer, but boy, it seems dangerous selling out the 7. Yeah, pretty gamblish there. Playing the 7. to the lower left. So even though we're playing on newer cloth, these tables play very, very true. They will shorten up the correct way, even when you're rolling the ball. That's a beauty about the diamond table. Very consistent equipment. I don't know what he's got in mind here. Is he looking to make the 5 and just draw it back? He's just going to try and cross this. How do you get out of the way of the kiss? I don't know if you can and make it. He's close to it. Maybe he can manufacture this line. Oh my goodness gracious, what a hit that was. Yeah, what a hit that was by Woodward, playing for 1. This is about as tough. Uh-oh. This is going to dress up for Chohan. Playing for 2. Does he want to run into the 7? Yeah, that'll work. Straight back to the lower right. Pretty thin. You don't want to catch it fat. I think he's double kissed it. Looks to me, the way that ball finished, that he double kissed it. We've got action. Woodward to the top right to tie this up at 1 game apiece. Oh, just short. I'm surprised that he hit it so hard. You need 1. The pocket's going to take the ball. Just play it like just a fraction above pocket speed. Anywhere close, the pocket's going to take the ball. So a little surprise there at that play. And that was a mishit. Did it get an awkward angle? He's going to try and play this cross corner, but the line looks a little awkward. Well, now he played at pocket speed. I feel like that's how he should have played the first cross corner. Can Tony play this straight back, or does he have to play it 2 rails? He's going twice to the top left. He decided to go 4 on the floor. You can't get it any closer than this. Can Skyler snooker him with the corner? Oh boy, he babied it. Got to hit it a little better than that. I don't blame him. He didn't want to follow the ball in. But he did want to get a little more on it there, just to give it an opportunity at the corner hook. Tony going to come back to where he's at now with the 3. Yeah, this is a tough hit. He's got to play it back to where he's at. Oh, man, what a hit. Literally a great attempt. So tough to catch that ball clean. using a tip of high right to turn the 3 back, but you've got to hit the 3 heavier than you think typically on that shot. So a very good hit, even though he didn't get it down. Sky, I assume, going to the top left here, also requires a very good hit. And it was, just not thin enough, didn't turn it quite enough. It's going to leave it cross corner, and it's also tricky. Tony likes to draw out of these with an outside ball, probably the best I've ever seen at it. Now it looks like he's going to go to an inside ball. Yeah, much easier to miss the kiss that way, but tougher on the accuracy side of things. Woodward taking a deep breath. Man, too fat. It's going to swallow. It went in, and we got a tie ball game. One apiece. It looked like he caught it a little thick there, but the pocket speed is what got it down. Got to thank these guys. These are all the stream sponsors. Hustling USA Clothing Company, JB Custom Crafted Q Cases, Jerry Olivier Custom Cues. Get yourself a Q. And the best light in the business, Steve Lippman and Lippman Lights. Last but not least, get yourself some clothing. Locked and Loaded Custom Billiard Apparel. Woodward working the 1 ball. Anybody's game here. You've got to give it to Woodward. He's at the table. He's breaking the balls. And in this format, it's a pretty big advantage. Playing short rack banks. First to make any 5 win the game. All these guys are looking to do is typically make the corner ball or the 1 come away with a shot. You'll see a lot of guys break the balls a little bit softer in this format. Not all of them, not near all of them, but a lot of them will. Yeah, really putting a little time into the rack there. Looking to make the blue 2 in the lower left. Like it had eyes. Does the 6 ruin the party? It does not. I believe the 1 does play in the top right. The 4 clearly plays in the top middle. It's all a matter of what he likes. Waiting on a player up top. It looks like that player hit it well. Skyler going cross corner here. Yeah, nice and clean. 6 was never a factor there. Ended up on the rail, makes this a little trickier. You just can't think that this is going to drop, this ball is going to drop down because of the new cloth. You've got to aim where it naturally wants to go, if that makes sense. Yeah, just like so, very clean. Your typical thought on new cloth is that that ball's going to slide down a little bit, but on these diamonds, it doesn't happen. It's been playing very true. Playing for 3. Still playing for 3. Chohan to the table. He's got to look at the 3 or the 8. Believe he's going to go with the 8 here. Yeah, a little thick. Was he playing it 2 rails? I don't think so. Very difficult. Woodward over the 7. If he wants to play the 8 cross corner, he's got to catch it heavy. I don't know how dangerous it is, though. Now he's looking to see if the 1 goes in the middle, if he leaves the cue ball over there. That's what he's looking at. Doesn't want to leave Chohan something easy. Oh, he hit it a little off pace, in my opinion. Thought he might just roll it, get the cue ball above the 1. He kind of killed it with a high cue ball. Stunned it out into the center of the table. Tony's got to look at the 8. I don't know if it goes by the 9. You can play it to the lower left if you'd like. So it must go by the 9. Actually looked real good most of the way. Is he going to go to the top right with this? Everything kind of a mess here. Yeah, that's pretty good from where he was. Actually, very good from where he was. Now he could play the 7 1 rail to the top right, but that opens the 5 up. He could play the 5 to the top right, but that opens the 7 up. I like this decision. The 3 1 rail to the lower center. Yeah, good decision. You know that you're going to leave him over the 8 and 9 if you don't make it. Is it worth playing the 9 1 rail and just seeing if you can get lucky past the 6? Just leave him on top of the 8? He's crossing it. Wow. What a hit, straight back. Looked like he was using inside ball there. He had to use outside. What an amazing hit that was. Coming to the lower left. A little fat. Yeah, a little heavy there. No broken bones, I don't believe. Skyler with a ball lead here. He's got 3 balls to Tony's 1. Doesn't really want to put anything in play. 7 and 5 are favoring him. He's going to play it twice. That 3's going to come out. So Tony going to get a look at the top right. Oh, this is another unbelievable hit. Yeah, very, very clean. Now, faced with a decision. He wants to open these up now, I guess. Yeah, pretty smart. Pretty smart. The 6, as you notice, it's halfway into the pocket. Dangerous, flirting with the 5 and 7. It's going to be fine. Tony wants to get distance here. Well, he's tied him back up. He didn't want to do that. The reason I say that is he's trailing by a ball, nothing major. He still wants to get him in play where he can make one. You can really give it a go at corner hooking him here. Yeah, I don't know if he got there, but it's close. When you're that close to the ball, these diamond tables, the pockets are so deep, you can give it a little bit of an aggressive play. Chohan trying to get all the way back down. It's obviously very tricky when that ball's hanging in the corner. You've got to catch it so much thinner than you think, or that cue ball just won't travel. Is he looking to juice this one up? Play it to the top left. Yeah. That's what he wants to do. Problem is he's got to catch it so thin. He's going to use a low right ball or a low outside, extreme. He's overcooked it. Hard to do. Hard to overcook that ball and not scratch. Tony going to go to the top right here. He's caught it too thin unexpectedly. Typically, they've been catching it a little too fat if they miss it. Top of your screen, it's Tyler Steyer versus Billy Thorpe. Evaluating the 6 cross side. Disaster if you catch the 7. These guys typically like to hit this shot with speed. It's going to shorten up a little if you do. Oh, I like the speed for certain. Just a fraction long. Really good hit. Speed was right on the money. Good cue ball finish. Tony going to go cross corner here, I assume. Watch out. Big danger. Did you get away with that? Yeah, I believe he might have got away with murder there. Not letting Woodward see the 7. Also not scratching. Woodward. No losses so far in the event. Chohan has 1 loss. I believe he lost in an earlier round. to myself. Tricky. This is definitely tricky because anything he does away from the 5, he's going to leave something. Can you 2-rail the 6 to the lower left and just nudge right up to the 5? So touchy. If he hates it that much, he could just nip the 5 and leave the cue ball right there and put Chohan in the same spot that he's basically in right now. There's nothing wrong with it. But you get the feeling that Skyler feels like he's got to go here. Not necessarily the case. Yes, he's going 3 rails here. He's going to leave the 1. Wow. Wow. I'd like to get another look at that. That ball opened up excellent off the 3rd rail. And we're going to get another look. Watch this ball. He plays it pretty high, higher than I thought. It opened up really good off the 3rd rail. So he's punching that with maybe a piece of right English, center right, to let that 6 open up. Oh, and Skyler missed the cross corner to win the game on the 1. Wow. What a match so far. Chohan playing for 2. Everybody wants to shoot that with so much speed. You watch Brumback shoot that bank, and he's hit it with a middle, like medium punch speed with a center ball. It's kind of like a go-in English. A lot of these guys want to shoot it with low. A lot of times you can miss that bank a lot easier with that low English. Big opportunity for Woodward to take a 2-1 lead here. 7 ball straight back. And once again, really cooked it. Very, very hard. Tend to lose accuracy at that pace. And to make matters worse, if you get it close, it's going to spit out. You've got to really hit it right in the gut at that speed to make it. Wow. That ball went cross side. He had to spin that ball pretty heavily. It looked like he was laying almost right in front of the lower middle. Is he going 3 rails here? Okay. Pretty wild, but that's what T-Rex does. He doesn't mind gambling. Matter of fact, his shirt says, "No nits allowed." Woodward to the top right. Just got to avoid the kiss. Speed is good. And it's in. Chohan going to pay for the wild 3-railer. Woodward leading 2 games to 1 in this race to 3. These are our event sponsors. Got to thank them. Diamond Billiard Products, best pool table on the planet. Ian Simonis, Simonis Billiard Cloth, the best cloth on the planet. Aramith Billiard Balls, second to none. Outsville AccuRack, AccuStats Video Productions, and Pat Fleming, along with Mike Howerton. And now, last but not least, Masters Billiard Chalk. SVB, Shane Van Boning, and yours truly still believe in Masters Billiard Chalk. Woodward breaking on the hill. Watch the green 6. Nighty night. Does the 7 play? I believe it does. Yeah, I believe he's got a full pocket there. To start this run off, he is going to go to the top middle. Once again, if you hit this with speed, you've got to play to overcut it a little. It's going to shorten up. It's going to shorten up if you hit it with speed. He knows this. He's a world-class bank pool player. It's just hard to get your mind to want to do it. It's the biggest problem with those shots. Now, big opportunity for Tony Chohan to get back in this match. Yeah, very clever. Taking advantage of the whole pocket, but really like the speed that he hit it. Gives yourself a lot of room to kind of hit it bad and still go. I think he'll do the same here. Yeah, very nice. Did he get the love on the yellow 9? Actually, that was a scenario where if he hits it a fraction harder, the 9 comes up perfect. Can he hold the 7 to the lower left? It's a low outside ball to straighten it out. Yeah, nice cue ball, though. I don't think Sky can twist this 9 in. Not exactly sure what the play is here. You've got to protect against the 6 and the 3. You could just nudge the 4 up towards the 8 and tuck under the 9. But if you don't get him under the 9, you're going to leave the 3. Well, that's not ideal. I think he decelerated a little bit there. Tony might be able to back twist the 9. If not, he can play the 9 cross side past the 7. Yeah, so he had to have wanted to tuck under there. Tony going to go with the 3 to the top center. Look at how much that ball opened up. He just kissed it right out of the guts. It was in all the way. Gonna go straight back with the 3. He's got to shorten this up a little. Bend it past the 4. Yeah, and that's what he tried to do. Watch out. Yeah, this isn't going to end well for Woodward. He tried to bend it past the 4, catch a straight line for it. Therefore, had to overcut it, but still catch it thick enough to hold it. He just lost control. Assuming Tony goes at the 8 here. Yeah, what now? He likes that cross corner or that straight back on the 9. He likes that shot. It's laying pretty good. The 4 not really a factor if he hits it right. And it looks great. Now off and running. 3 does pass the 7. Oh, that could be a little dangerous. Woodward needs them all, but they're there. Yeah, they're definitely there. If he can get this 4 down, he can get back in this game. Chohan playing for 1. A little wide, or a lot wide, to be honest. That's not what the doctor ordered for the Woodward camp. Chohan going to the top right. The red 3. A lot of body movement there. Pretty big flinch by Chohan. 3 finished in a funny position for Skyler. I don't know if you can hold the 3 to the top right. 4 doesn't play. 3 doesn't play. Yeah, he's trying to figure out what to do. It's kind of a tricky position. I don't mind this. You're just clipping the 3 and coming up to the top rail. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's pretty good from there. Actually, very good from there. Clever shot by Woodward. Because these balls aren't in bad positions. The 6, obviously in a funny position covering the 4, but Tony's aware of that. He's going to bunt the 7 down in front of the 3. Going straight back. Wow, how did that ball come back like that? Look at where the 6 is finished from that position. Even if you double kissed it, it never finishes there, so he couldn't have double kissed it. He just turned the ball back that much. It's almost unbelievable. Chohan to tie this up. No problemo. We got action. 2-2. Race to 3. Woodward, no losses. Tony does have a loss. Give us a like and subscribe. Railbirds TV. Go to YouTube. Hit that notification bell. Give us a follow. Greatly appreciate that. Yeah, I would say that Tony now is the slight favorite. Obviously, he's breaking the balls. He'd like to get the 8 down. Obviously, Woodward never going to come up dry as good as he racks and breaks, being such a great rotation player. Chohan, well, he's come up dry twice in this race to 3. Typically pretty hard to win at this level when you do that. Woodward going cross 5, cross side with the 5. Oh, that's going to hurt. Just short. Just short. I don't know what he's left, though, so I don't know how bad it really is going to hurt. Tony, pretty tricky, though. He's good at finding things. Is he going to go one rail to the left middle? Yeah, that's what he's going to do. It's worth a stab. Skyler calling the top right corner. I don't know what's going on here. Well, that's what was going on. He had that line through the 1 and 2 to hold that ball up. Pretty unlucky. Caught it just a fraction short. Now Tony's got options. Looking to see if he can hold the 6 up, and I don't know that he can. He's going to go cross side with the 4. Cue ball going to go crashing into the 2, I assume. And he's going to get a shot on the 6 now. Very nice for Tony Chohan. Can he get up for the 8? I think he can. Okay, he was way flatter than it looked. Very tough to cross that ball from that line. He did double kiss it. Came out smelling like a rose. Yeah, it turned out pretty sweet. Double kiss that ball and end up here. It's about as good as it gets if you're for Team Chohan. Woodward, better be careful. Wow. Wow, what a hit this was with a high ball. Wow. Made it look easy. I hope you all know how hard that hit was. This is also very dangerous with the 8-3 where it is. Yeah. Watch out, cue ball. Watch out, cue ball. Skyler, disgusted. He's going to 0-1. Spots it up. Chohan playing for 3. Just Tony considering 2-railing the 9 to the top center. He's got a good look at several different shots. I actually like what he's doing here. If he plays the 3 cross corner, it's pretty free due to where the 7 is. He's so close to the 9, he feels like he can handle it well. Yeah, he's probably going to play this twice to the top middle. And that's what he called. Pretty big pocket up there. Oh, it's come short. So he had to hit it with speed. He wanted to get the cue ball back up table. That's a big break for Woodward. you still got to be careful. The 8 still plays in the top middle. Is he trying to hold this ball? Yeah, I didn't feel like you could get the cue ball out of the way. It was super steep, that angle. Chohan going to be playing for 2. Here we go. That 8 ball I was talking about now showing its true colors. Cross side, playing for 2. How is this going to rest? And he's got the 3 cross side for the match. He hits these so well. He knows how to open this ball up. Yeah, look at it open up. This is going to be right down the pipe. Chohan going to get the W. Deliver Woodward his first loss. I am your host, Scott Frost. Thank you guys so much for tuning into Railbirds TV. Until next time, we'll talk to you soon.